You can't run a political campaign by going out with Lula, going with Ignacio to places. Well, this left is cunning, right? It's cunning. Tabata Amaral and her new husband, right? They just got married recently. Even Zandone went to the party and everything. Look, Zandone, who went after Frei Gilson and several other priests as well. Frei Gilson was in a tough situation for quite some time back then. But now Frei is drawing millions of people to his shows. Just like it happened. It happened yesterday and all. There was Tabata Amaral and all the Christians. Things they did right in the middle of the prayer, kissing each other. I'll show you something weird here and all. Guys, before we start, real quick, just letting you know that I lost 20 kilos with this product here. It helps a lot, especially in those moments of anxiety. When we want to go on a diet, we manage for 1 or 2 days, but on the 3rd or 4th, it gets complicated, right? You start getting hungry and all that. Slim Fever is exactly for that, to help control that anxiety we feel, and also to burn the fat from many foods that we sometimes end up eating. In 2 months, I always mention this product here because it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. I know how hard it was to lose weight without Slim Fever. Why? We reach a certain age, especially after 40, and it's harder to lose weight. I exercise every day and I still wasn't able to lose weight. It's not just a product, not just an advertisement. It's a product that helped me lose inches. And if it helped me, it will definitely help you too. We always make a prognosis, right? And yes, it's possible to lose 20 kilos in less than 2 months. Less than 2 months? Are you sure? I'm sure you'll be able to do it too. I'm putting the photos here for you to see. The product is really good and it truly helps us have a better quality of life. The link is right below. For those who are interested, it's really a great opportunity to get slim, get thinner, and have a much better quality of life. The link is right below. Why don't they go along with Lula to those places? Or I'll show you here, we can start right here, bringing this to you. This here is your priest. It's funny that the boyfriend of the fiancé, now husband, right? Tabata's husband and all. They don't go to Julio Lancelotti's church, right? They don't go because he was also expelled now, right? The guy who was arguing with Frei Gilson the other day. Because he does live streams, praying the rosary at 4 in the morning. He got really jealous.
And we're going to gather more than 1 million people praying the rosary. That's not it. You can pray the rosary at 4 in the morning and at 6 kick the homeless person out onto the street. It's no use praying the rosary at 4 in the morning and then...
No.
Pray for the
priest.
This is your priest, just to give you a detail. He was expelled, right? He was expelled. The Vatican ordered him to be removed from the church. They ordered him to be removed because they definitely, right? They saw the atrocities he had already committed. Everything is being revealed. The atrocities, right? Even his nickname is Milk Shooter. But it's funny. You don't see it, then it doesn't work, because things are really bad. Lula was also in Campo Grande this weekend. Campo Grande. He was there. Guys, now I understand why Tabata... I'll show you here. Tabata and her husband and all, they don't hang out with Lula, right? Why? Look how embarrassing.
Look how embarrassing.
Lula.
Thank you for this show.
Bye. Bye. I'm out. Guys, you can count them on your fingers. You can count them on your fingers, okay? So, let's go step by step now, right? Tabata really needs to start hanging out with Christians and all, because things aren't going well for her. Not at all. Look, classic case. Tabata and João Campos gave a talk at an event sponsored by Banco Master. Did she say anything about that? Did you say anything, Tabata? The event in the United States also featured Daniel Vorkar, the owner of Banco Master, in the company's official program. Tabata didn't say anything about that, did she, baby? She and her husband were there with Vorkar. They were there. The platinum sponsor, right? Banco Master. At the lecture, look, the speaker, Tabata Amaral. This guy here, guys, this is a joke. Pernambuco. Pernambuco. If you let a guy like this become governor of the state, you must be kidding, right? You must be kidding, for God's sake. This is the purest form of coronalismo that happens in the Northeast. We need new people to govern the Northeast, so they can stop being basically, right? The people are enslaved by these people who have been there for years, and nobody's life ever changes. Only theirs changes. Theirs changes. Theirs gets better. For God's sake, it's right here, look. João Campos' boss, Tabata Amaral, there at the little lecture sponsored by... Yeah, Tabata, you left that out, didn't you? You didn't say it. The guy was launching his campaign for governor yesterday.
I'm sure this alliance will be fundamental, not just here, but throughout all of Brazil, to ensure President Lula's re-election.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This guy claimed that without Lula's election, many would be exiled. Man, that's really shameless. These people deceive. They have a power to deceive because they manipulate. To keep the people, okay? I still have a lot to show, but let's go. Let's go. Frei Gilson gathered millions of people. Stop. Millions. A packed stadium with millions attending. It's obvious. It was there in Pernambuco, right? It was in Pernambuco. Tabata Amaral wouldn't miss the chance, right? Oh, wait a second. I need to be there. It's election year. Let's go to church. Now it's time to pray, and nothing better. Frei Gilson. Not Father Julio Lancelotti. No, not Julio Lancelotti. It has to be Frei Gilson. Because Julio Lancelotti, he doesn't bring anyone. He can't even fill a van. But he was there, look. Little couple. While Frei Gilson was performing and all, the stadium was packed. That's so good, guys. So good. How wonderful, right? People praying and worshiping. Frei Gilson is amazing. He was there performing. Of course, Tabata was going to take the opportunity. I'm here, okay? I'm Christian. Now I'm Christian, okay? Her husband and all, right? Yeah. There at the stadium with those thousands of people. Look at that. Kissing at a religious event and all. That's the modernity of these progressives, right? Just to show a moment of affection and love, right? The lovebirds and all. And then Tabata, right? Tabata there with Frei Gilson, right? I need to be with Frei Gilson too. I need to have a little video with him to say that we're friends and all, right? But Tabata, people are even mentioning the things you stand for here. Look at that. A huge mistake from the left, in my opinion, is this idea of trying to win the evangelical vote instead of fighting religion with all the necessary strength. Look at that. The secular state is a fraud. Yeah, the secular state has proven to be a fraud. What society needs is an atheist state. Here, on their page, okay? Lula, right? Those things. And another thing I would also like to... This one, look, we'll talk about it soon. Just the other day, at Lula's carnival, those guys were mocking the church. Mocking the Christian family, the conservative family, putting the conservative family in a can and all that. Tabata Amaral, João Campos, didn't say anything. Look how Christian they are, right? They didn't say anything. That the family is a joke. They didn't say anything, right? It's because now it's election year. They need to, right? Go back to church. Remember back in 2018 with the president? Remember they gave a Bible to Haddad and then the Bible was found in the trash? Who remembers that? I'm here to remind you. So it's absurd, Tabata, who supports AB. Tabata supports AB and all. Now she's there, right? Now is the moment when it's needed, right? Her husband posted the little video. Of course, the guy is smart. No.
É campanha para governadora lá.
Too bad your wife defends AB and attacks conservative agendas, which have always been a pillar of the Catholic faith. Watching a bore? If you post like that, only one word comes to mind: hypocrisy. Just like Haddad, right? When election time comes, even Manuela Davila goes to church. It's impressive, man. And another thing, since when do communists believe in God? During election years, you see everything, even communists going to mass, right? It's always like that, isn't it? It's always like that, isn't it? Look how sharp and charming. Frei Gilson, as a good priest, welcomes everyone. He even welcomed Lancelot, but kept his distance. Yes, distant from hypocrisy and political games, from getting involved in partisanship, especially with the communists. The fake news couple, along with Cassara, kept their distance. As if inserted into the events. Congratulations, you proved that you pay editors well. Different. A different event on Polista, which also gathers millions. Nunes received public congratulations and thanks, just like the couple Manuela and Tachati did. The hand of God weighs on those who make their children suffer, who create their own lies. And it's true, Frei Gilson kept his distance. If you look, they wanted an image. They needed an image with Frei Gilson at any cost to show that they are Christians. Look at that. Frei Gilson kept his distance from them. Look at that. There was no hug, no handshake, because if there had been, they would have put it here in the video. It just looks like they're kissing there in the middle of a religious event, right? Oh, we're in love and all that. But look, Frei Gilson is keeping his distance, like. Frei Gilson knows who João Campos is. Frei Gilson knows who Tabata Amaral is. Hypocrites, hypocrites. They defend AB tooth and nail, and Frei Gilson knows that. Frei Gilson is extremely well informed. Frei Gilson knows João Campos' administration overcharged for book purchases in Recife. The guy who overcharges for children's books. It's here on Universo Online on Metropolis. State Court of Auditors, where he has a relative there at the State Court of Auditors.
Vê superfaturamento de
3 million. In João Campos' book purchases, 3 million reais. They paid for the book. A book. Not even in the most expensive school in Brazil would a book cost 1,690 reais. Suspected of overpricing, João Campos authorizes the purchase and so on. And besides that contest thing was really embarrassing, right? The guy had the nerve to remove a person with disabilities from the contest, to put in the child of a friend and another friend of his, both from the judiciary, who had already helped him before, and he took out the person with disabilities. Then things started to get heated. Tabata didn't say anything, as was widely reported, especially at the end of the year. And then he had to backtrack. Really Christian of him, right? Really Christian of him, folks. This is outrageous. Every election year it's the same circus, right? Here are his supporters. Look over there. With a vow of poverty, Frei Gilson is going to build a huge church, and just the land is already worth a lot. And these guys are spreading fake news. Frei Gilson doesn't even have a bank account. Did you know that? Frei Gilson doesn't have a bank account, and had already mentioned this here, right? About the dangers of communism here, his own supporters posted.
Do not allow, Lady and Queen of Nazareth, for the rulers of Brazil to abuse the power that comes from God.
Deliver us, Mother of God and ours, from the scourge of dictatorship.
Do not allow, Lady and Queen of Nazareth, for the errors of Russia to plague Brazil, as Our Lady stated in Fatima.
Deliver us, Mother of God and ours, from the scourge of communism.
And another thing, Frei Gilson doesn't support anything that comes from those communists. Tabata Amaral is a hidden communist. Hidden. Just like that João Campos guy, too. They were the ones who always mocked us for our religion, for our faith, for our Christianity, both Catholics and evangelicals. Now, since it's an election year, they need to show that they are, too. They're people like us, right? People like us. Dom Adair, Bishop Dom Adair, had also already prayed against communism, alongside Frei Gilson and so on. It's the Christian community reacting at this moment.
Through the intercession of Our Lady of Aparecida, may the blessing come upon you that prevents us from having hunger, war, disease, and communism. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Christian community rising up.
Né?
And it's very important, especially at a time like this, my friends. It's a turning point. A lot of things are happening, right? That's the fact. Explain it, Tabata. Supports AB and is there at the church. Really. Share this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, and Facebook, and hit like. Come join our family by subscribing to our channel. Tomorrow I'll return with more updates on the channel. Parents and children, Fabiano Gay.